Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. The next speakers we have is Kathie Stull from the OPFNE and Laura Summers from the Parkinson's Foundation. They're going to be doing a talk on local resources, support for patients, and care partners.
Hi, everyone. I'm Laura. I'm the Community Program Manager for the Great Lakes chapter of the Parkinson's Foundation. I'm so excited that I'm able to present to you all today and also that you're here. So thank you so much for making it out. I'm going to give you an overview of a lot of the different resources that the Parkinson's Foundation has available to you all, and then I'll hand it over to Kathie, who will talk a little bit more locally about Northeast Ohio. I also have a handout here up front that I'm happy to pass out. And we also have a table out in the atrium. So whatever questions or you want more information, please feel free to come by and chat with us. So we are the Parkinson's Foundation. We are the nation's leading community for people living with Parkinson's disease and those who love for them and are working to end the disease. There's all sorts of resources that we have available in print, online, and in person that I'm happy to share with you. So our mission, improving care for today and tomorrow. For today, we set standards for expert PD care through our global care network, of which the Cleveland Clinic is one of our centers of excellence. We are incredibly grateful to have their expertise locally. We're tracking folks through our PD Outcomes project to help improve outcomes for folks with Parkinson's disease, and we offer all sorts of professional training as well as training for care partners and for loved ones around Parkinson's disease. We provide free resources, including our educational books. So the educational books, you can see, I think, just a sampling of what we have out at our table. And if you want to, I'm happy to order those for you and ship them out to your house for free. You've just got to let me know what books you like and where to send it. They're on various different topics around Parkinson's disease, things like mood, psychosis, mid-stride, speech and swallowing, all sorts of different stuff. We also have our Aware and Care hospitalizations kits. These are meant to help folks with Parkinson's and their loved ones advocate for better care for planned and unplanned visits in the hospital. This is, there's a kit that has like a little bag and all sorts of stuff inside there, things like a magnet that says, I have Parkinson's, I need my medication on time every time. There's a nurse's sheet that you can rip off and give to each nurse at shift change so that they are aware of contraindicated medicines and all sorts of that information. There's lots of stuff. I've got an example over at the table if you'd like to take a look, but I'm happy to order those for you as well. We also have our helpline. We field calls from all over the country. You're going to get a live person. It's answered by a PD specialist, so a person who has been educated on Parkinson's. That's what they do all day, every day, is answer phone calls. We get a lot of folks with Parkinson's who are newly diagnosed calling with questions. We get a lot of care partners and loved ones who are calling with questions too. This is a great resource for, I don't know what this means after I left the doctor's office, or I just thought of this random question, I can't find the answer. It's also a place for support. So we just got a diagnosis or something new is happening and we need to talk about what that looks like for our family. And then the last thing here is our newly diagnosed kit. This is a folder designed to help to introduce folks to the Parkinson's Foundation. The foundation is all about getting the right resources to folks at the right time. And so it can be incredibly overwhelming that first couple of years under a new diagnosis. And this is designed to help welcome folks into the Parkinson's community. We've got care partner resources. I hope that I will see you again soon on October the 7th at the Care Partner U, but there's also care partner resources available online. We have our Caring and Coping book and our helpline. And then there are also care partner courses that folks can take online to learn more about caregiving, to connect with other caregivers, because we know that Parkinson's not only affects the individual, but it affects our entire family and our care partners as well. Exercise resources. We know that exercise is incredibly effective medicine. I hope that you can come by and grab a copy of the fitness guidelines paper that we've got. There are Fitness Fridays. Every Friday, there is a new fitness video from Parkinson's disease exercise professionals. So these are exercises specifically designed for Parkinson's disease that drop every Friday. You can watch the whole backlog for years, and you can find the new one. And once a month, they are held live, so you can participate with other folks from across the country. We're also investing in breakthroughs. So I hope that you have a chance to go and chat with the folks doing genetic testing here at the clinic. We're partnered with them through our PD Generation that provides free genetic testing for anyone with a Parkinson's disease diagnosis. And that helps to inform our science going forward. And then always connecting with our community. So I am your local person. I'm here, I'm actually in Cleveland and cover the state of Ohio. So I'm happy to provide you with additional resources. I will oftentimes also defer to the expertise of Kathie over at OPFNE. But we do have events going on. This year we've got an event coming up in Columbus on October the 1st. We do cycling events and other outreach and educational events as well. If you're looking to volunteer, I'm always looking for new volunteers. There are lots of different ways. I'm happy to have that conversation with you on ways to get involved. They could be minimal, they could be very involved. You might meet Pam, she's our volunteer here today with me who's at the table, and she's been a longtime volunteer, and she can probably also provide some context on what that looks like and what she has gained from that. I mentioned our events in person. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we always have a live educational event online through our PD Health at Home. On Mondays, we do Mindfulness Mondays, and you will oftentimes see Dr. Rush out there. She does a lot of Mindfulness Mondays with us. It's a great place to start. If you don't know anything about mindfulness, that's totally okay. Sometimes even I'll log in because I need a little reset. It's a great, hour of mindfulness to get your week started. On Wednesdays, we do Wellness Wednesdays, and those are rotating topics. There might be a Parkinson's Disease 101. There might be a topic on intimacy. There might be a topic on nutrition. It changes every week, and that schedule can be found online. And then I mentioned Fridays is our Fitness Fridays. So I'm not alone in this. In our chapter, we also have Lori and Alexis. They are both based out of their home offices in Columbus, but we work incredibly collaboratively. So if you don't get me or you're looking for something else, I might point you in their direction. And then the last thing that I'll leave you with is our helpline. So we have our website, parkinson.org. That's Parkinson without the S, no apostrophe S on that. And then our helpline is 1-800-4PD-INFO. Again, that's staffed by Parkinson's disease specialists. They're going to answer the phone. You're going to get a live person, particularly Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can also email the helpline, and that address is helpline@parkinson.org. So with that, I'll turn it over to Kathie. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. So my name is Kathie Stull, and I'm the board president of Ohio Parkinson's Foundation Northeast Region, which is quite a mouthful, so we go by OPFNE. We were started in 1997 by groups of people with Parkinson's and their care partners or spouses, and they developed the support group system that is the basis of OPFNE. We're committed to serving the 16 counties in Northeast Ohio. And what we do is we are strictly local. So when you need educational information, we send you to Parkinson's Foundation, or we send you to various resources, and all of that comes through our website. The foundation offers our own educational events in April. during National Parkinson's Month. It's our annual symposium that we've been doing for 26 years. And we support the efforts of a lot of other charitable organizations. So they could be education and wellness classes, exercise, dance, boxing, anything that comes to the Parkinson's community. So some of the things that we support are Come Dance With Me, the Amalia Foundation, which I happen to be on the board of as well, which does exercise programs, and so many others. So at the heart of OPFNE are support groups. And as I mentioned, all those support groups originally were formulated by couples getting together and saying, hey, we can help each other out. So I keep stressing everything we do or are local. So we are really, OPFNE is all of you, along with us, trying to be a resource for you. So we just did a massive update of our website. So our major, as I said, support groups, education and events, and then the grants where we support other things. Our website is ohparkinson.com or .org. Either one will get you there, and it's without the S as well. So OH Parkinson. And what you're going to find on that site is, let's get to the site. I mentioned the 22 active groups. We actually just added 2 new groups. And this support group listing, which is available, I have a table in the atrium as well, where you can get that information, and I have copies of the handouts here, and that lists all the support groups in the area that we are aware of. There is a map then also of exercise, movement, and dance. There are literally hundreds of exercise, dance, tennis, and every other kind of program that you could think of all over Northeast Ohio. And these are some of the foundations that have been helped in the last year. Amalia Foundation, I mentioned, NeuroFit, In Motion, the PEP newsletter. And let me call you a little bit of attention just to the PEP newsletter. If you do not get this newsletter, please stop by our table in the atrium and sign up. It's a free newsletter. You can get it mailed or emailed, and it gives you all the information on any events that are upcoming. Plus, it has really good educational resources. We've also helped Yoga Reach, Thrive Through Tennis, just in the last year. Okay, so I mentioned the website. We are very proud of redoing the website, and what we want to be is the resource that you go to when you want to know what's going on locally. We have links to the Cleveland Clinic events, other hospital events, any other educational seminars that are coming up. This is what the homepage of the site looks like. Put my glasses on. And on the homepage, what you're going to do is find the upcoming events that are in the next 90 days. So it'll give you the dates, the times, and it'll be a direct link to that site. So you don't have to go anywhere else to find what you need. Then, let me flip to this so I can see it too. On the top, you're going to have access to useful information on local events. So the tabs across the top that run there will be resources. Under resources, whoops, we're coming down too far. Under resources, you're going to find general Parkinson's information. You'll find things with all the educational items for newly diagnosed, early and young onset, care partner resources, connect with others through with Parkinson's, research and advocacy, rehab clinicians, local state organizations, and financial support. So all of those come under the resource tab. and you will be able to reconnect to the other resources so you don't have to search them out. Let's get to this next page. There we go. So those are all the tabs that I just mentioned that are showing you where to look for local resources. You can call out any category, and when you go to that home page, you're going to get a picture of all the things that go along with that particular category and take you to them. Then under local events, you will get a more in-depth look at the events that are going on. Again, they will link you back to all the events. There's a tab that says more information. There's a tab for registration. And then we go to local classes. And that is probably the thing that everyone is most interested in. It's arranged by your county. So you go to your county and it will list exercise, dance, boxing, and other programs, and it will tell you exactly what classes are around you. So if you click on either exercise, boxing, dance, speech, singing, it's going to tell you every event that is in your area. And it'll tell you whether you have to register, it'll give you a phone number, it'll help you find what you need to find. That is a sample page where it might show an event. And then we've moved on to the support group. Same thing. You can look at a complete support group chart, or you can look at pick your county and it'll take you to the support group. So it'll list it, it'll list the times, it'll tell you, do you have to register? Can you just show up? All of these are free. So, and then finally, we list newsletters. And as I mentioned, the PEP newsletter is a great local resource. It lists all the other organizations that do newsletters. You can click on those links and it'll take you to all of those. And everything is archived. So you can look back at newsletters from 6 months, a year ago, and just we're kind of the aggregate. We do not create the content, but we're the people that are aggregating all the information so that you have one resource to go to, and then you can click on it and go to anything else that you might need. So that's kind of who we are. Like I said, we're local. Anything you need locally, go to ohparkinson.com. If you send an email to admin@ohparkinson.com, you actually get me. So I can kind of direct you if you're having trouble navigating the site or looking for a particular class, or in particular, like I said, the support groups all started with people getting together and saying, hey, we could help each other share information. And 3 or 4 couples might get together, or just people in the area, and they go to coffee together. That's where the support groups originally came from. And that's where the original board of OPFNE came from too. So if you're in an area that doesn't have a support group, that doesn't mean you can't have one. Contact us and maybe we can find like-minded people near you and help start a group that you all can kind of support each other. We can help you get speakers and things like that. So thank you very much. Admin@ohparkinson.com, and then our 800 number is also on there where you can call if you prefer to do that. Thank you. How's our time? Perfect.